Hey agents, Merry Christmas or whatever time or holiday it is when you're actually listening to this. For Christmas Day 2025, which it's not yet, I'm recording this early, but hopefully you're hearing on Christmas Day. I want to kind of an Ingress theme version of the King's Speech. If you don't know, in the UK, monarch appears on TV, recaps things that have been good for the country, things that have been terrible, and what we may look forward to, and blah blah. We all come together, that kind of thing. I think I don't recall ever watching it, but I have skimmed articles about it. So it may be nothing like that, and it might just be chatting about Ingress whilst I'm wearing a Santa hat with this funny background behind me. So, well, 2025 has been a year in Ingress. Plenty of changes, many unexpected things as well. I think the main thing that's typified 2025 for Ingress has been the split from Niantic Labs. So all the games like Pokemon Go, Monster Hunter Now, Pikmin Bloom now reside with Niantic Labs, which is now owned by Scopely. And Ingress and Peridot, they've now come under Niantic Spatial, where Ingress is running things a lot more lean than they were, having a smaller team, but also having the same amount of workload that they had before. I do remember using an earlier episode on the leaked news from Bloomberg, thinking that Ingress wouldn't get sold. I guess technically I was correct, but I do wonder how the game would have been if it had moved under Scopely. We've also had all of the Plus series in 2025, so had Plus Alpha, Plus Theta, Plus Delta, and now we're finishing up Plus Beta as I'm recording this, and then we're moving to Plus Gamma next year. For agents as a whole, quite a few disagreed over many things this year, with the anomalies such as the tiered badges, because you're just by not attending the anomaly, getting enough points on there, you could hit a gold level badge for the anomaly without ever actually attending. That's obviously changed next year for Plus Gamma, where there's a specific on-site anomaly badge, so I think that should satisfy both parties on those sides. There's also been, I guess, both joy and discontent about the anomaly changes, like covert caches that we had in Plus Alpha and anomaly bounties we've now got going on. And there were loads of big scale operations. I do need to get better at covering those next year by both Enlighten and Res, doing big ass fields over many areas. And whilst Resistance have battled well over this season, they've earned lots of points. Enlighten do seem to keep coming out on top on anomalies at the moment overall. Just to preface that, Plus Beta hasn't ended when I'm recording this, so if Resistance have won, disregard that last bit on there. But I know the Enlightened even won one of the global faction challenges, which Enlightened normally lose when it's getting a certain number of bounties done a day, that kind of thing. The Enlightened usually trail behind by a few points, manage to win it back. So that may be a sign of things to come, or it may have just been a blip. Who knows? We also got OPR/Recon this year, along with SEER, and whilst it's not perfect at the minute, it's been out a little over a month, and it's still only available to level 60 on Recurse agents, so it's not great, but it still works. You can still review things, still get portals approved. Hopefully the team will spend some time in it at some point in the future, and it'll open up to more agents, obviously below level 16. The FAQ say it should open up to level 8 agents as before. The Ingress team did really ramp up doing their campaigns this year with Dispatch, and there went lots of free ones, lots of paid ones. We've got the Redux ones, we've got the Winter Solstice, we've got Polaris, we've got one for the New Year. Some people think there's too many campaigns. Maybe it's making them lots of money and it's worth doing, so they're going to carry on doing it that way to make sure Ingress gets turnover. It'll be interesting to see how they do continue it next year. They've worked out the theme definitely is offer a badge with the campaign, because the previous ones they had where there was no badges and just gear didn't seem to get as much pickup for what I've heard from other agents. Looking ahead then to next year, 2026, we do have the Plus Gamma, a few little details on there. And we've got the Q1 2026 schedule for January to March, along with the Q1 2026 mission days. Redux campaigns have already started and they'll be lasting well into 2026 at the end of Feb. For myself, for 2026, I'm hoping I get a new role, and then I'll be able to travel to some international anomalies, travel around to some Niantic spatial events like AWE United XR. I'm looking at booking a press pass for those for next year already. I had lots of fun at Plus Delta in Cambridge when I attended, going around speaking with people. So I need to make sure if I do attend an anomaly, I balance my gameplay and still go out, talk to people, interview people, speak with agents. That was loads of fun to do. I have no idea how the King wraps these up, as I've never watched it, but I think that's all that I've got to say. So happy hacking, agents. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you out there in the new year, agents.